Okay, mic looks good. Game on pause, looks good. I think I had the volume where it needs to be. This game through MAME gets real loud. I discovered in my sound check last week during the Coin-Op Classic. Negative 15 sounds about right. Alright, so, played this game a lot lately. Last played it in the Coin-Op Classic last week where I had a run that somehow ended up being a 1cc. I made so many mistakes, including, like, I was like, hey, I should show off how to do a super jump, and it immediately put me in a really bad spot where I took a death. Not my favorite mistake, but meh. Go ahead and pop this in. Still never learned any character but Rhino. Every character's good, but Rhino's busted, so we're still gonna play him. I feel like most people know about this game because of the Angry Video Game Nerd, and that's completely apt. Because that's how I found out about it. But it's a sweet game. Probably my favorite IRM beat 'em up. They only made 3, but honestly all of them are good. I just think this one offers the most upside in terms of like moveset and stuff. Undercover Cop, super good though. Not gonna hate on that. For the start, I'm just gonna be doing some basic beat 'em up stuff, hitting enemies, or show off the real meat and potatoes of the run, that being this here Thunder Kick. Got some invincibility. Mega invincibility. Okay. So Thunder Kick's really silly. But that missed? Okay. Essentially what it does is it allows us to get a dive kick variant on enemies that not only keeps them in stun lock, but also just does entirely too much damage. It does everything you need a beat 'em up move to do. I think I've said this before, but I think it actually has my vote for best move in a beat 'em up ever. It's too strong. Get out of here, you. Did a little bit of damage there, but I should be able to recover that. Music in this game is the jam. Go ahead and get the cereal. It actually despawns if we don't. That's fine. So I hope they would kill him, bud. Love the boss introduction. Also, we're fighting a plane on a plane, so AMA. Guess it makes sense that a plane wouldn't be able to deflect seats. So Windy Plane's an interesting boss fight, especially for someone like Rhino, who already is having his best tool negated. Plane has a lot of advantages to Thunder Kick. All right, the Pink Brigade brought out the damage. That's good. Turn right for some reason? That was weird. Anyway, for Windy Plane, I always find the best strat just to be weaving in and out of hits and making sure you get your hits first. He also has some invincible wake up, which I'm hoping to avoid. That thing right there. He can do several of those in a row. I think early he tends to go on the softer side, but I tend to err on the side of caution anyway, so whatever. Candy. So explain a little bit about the story. We are the Ninja Baseball Batman, and we have been tasked by the Commissioner of Baseball to retrieve some artifacts that have been stolen from the Baseball Hall of Fame. You can see there, we got the golden bat. And we're moving on to stage 2 to Cisco to get the next one. Golden Gate Bridge, just spin it in the air. Oh, baby. Right on through. Cars, I think, completely invincible, so it's a nice thing to have. That guy lines up. Usually what I'm gonna go for a lot with Thunder Kick is just setups. We want to make sure we hit it, because one of the reasons it's so busted is if we nail an enemy on landing with it, not only do we get a ridiculous amount of damage, we also get invincibility. That's unfortunate. Whoa, really? What happens is we pop out, we get to mash buttons and do that little tornado move. And that move is completely invincible to enemy fire of any kind. These guys are getting a little crowded though. Play it safe a little bit. Knock all these things out just because I don't like looking at them. These guys you really can't get any good Thunder Kick value out of because they die in one hit. Do what I need to do. This guy form. Mini boss here, do that. Thunder Kick on his wake up. I'll take him out. That was off screen, okay. Of course, you can't thunder kick anything off screen, which leads to some enemies just doing literal nothing until they feel like it. Whoa. Literally never seen that attack before, so I didn't know what to expect. I tend to try to be quiet when I'm trying to fight squids. Squids are pretty awful. They have a really good moveset, and they have really good defense for some of your best tactics. They have a really good anti-air that counters thunder kick, and they for some reason have like full invincibility on wake up for like half a second, so you can't even lame them out there. Squid over there, I'd like to hit him, but he's being lame. That's pretty bad luck. And a squid just over there doing nothing. Hit him while he's down. There we go. Can't say I've ever had that happen. Alright, so let's not make the mistake this time. Take out these pogo balls. Some thrown weapons can be decent. That's actually not one of them. The blue plates have like rapid fire capability and don't do a lot of damage, so I was kind of trying to pick up the right one and that didn't happen. A couple squids here, hopefully they don't anti-air me. Nice. Much better. I think one's still alive though. Yeah, that's what I thought. Best offensive tactic I found against them is that the dash attack that ends in like the double bat thing here. That's why they call them twin bats. Come here. This guy down. Into our boss with some pretty good health. And then we're getting some more health ups here. We have the Mad Lax. The Mad Max vehicle with pouty lips. I will go on a limb and say that I think every boss in this game has amazing design. Like, I just love all the sprite work in this game, and the bosses are probably my favorite examples overall. The other direction. Oh yeah, I think I forgot about the Thunder Kick. You can turn the direction on it at essentially any given point during the move. So as long as you're vigilant, you're never gonna, you're always gonna have a target. Like so. I shouldn't have been there. That did a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, still got full health. Wanted to pay attention there. That was kind of scary. I was like, man, that did a lot to me, and I kind of let it happen, so that was my bad. Roger talking at the people like he does. All right, bonus game is very important. Just give me just one moment. Good old double finger mashing. Bonus games are important because you only get to play 2 of them, but each one is worth an extend or a 1-up, and as you can see there. Really important to have those, especially because I've never beaten this game without taking a death in the last stage, so the more lives I can have, the better. All right, on to Vegas. Pretty fun stage with some really good tunes. First enemies we encounter are 4 different colored enemies based on each different ace. That's gross. Kind of my misplay though. Good thing Thunder Kick's here to save the day. That guy tried to do something lame. The Thunder Kick's better than him, so that's cool. Get some food. And we're gonna see some more of these enemies. Green ones act as turrets. They essentially just are there only to fire bullets at you. Or in this case, giant hands. Red ones have that charge attack. Creepy crawly move. Do I need more health? Should be good. Whoa, get in there. I actually forget what the blue ones do. We'll be seeing more of them anyway, so we'll surely discover it. Thunderstruck. Get a whiff punish here, or not. I forgot when they fly across screen like that, they're invincible for a good while after they do so. So I flubbed that up. but no harm, no foul. Wow, dude, you were way off screen. Okay. Didn't want that to happen either. Sure. That's why I tend to rely on jabs sometimes. Jabs tend to have a better time hitting enemies off screen. I forgot you can't kill those guys in a single combo. That's why I go with grabs. Thunder kick also good there. That was rude. Twofer. These guys I'm just gonna throw. Throws are useful when they need to be. It's possible I might actually overuse them, but they're really good for both making sure enemies can die to certain throws, such as the lightning strike or the batter up. Of course, much like throws in most beat 'em ups, they're really good for crowd control. I forgot these guys can be OTG'd with thunder kicks, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the blue ones have the tornado attack. Thankfully, ours is better. Just a quick enemy exhibition here. Still can kill them. Okay. There we go. This guy's kind of a tool. He has that plate on, which gives him some additional armor, meaning like certain attacks actually won't do anything against him for at least a bit. Okay, so we got rid of all that. I'm gonna take the cat statue with me. Oh yeah, while you're carrying items, you can't jump, so therefore like thunder kick is not a thing while you're wielding this kind of stuff. All right, so defending slot, fairly interesting boss. You can utilize the slots to randomize an attack that essentially covers the entire screen, but those attacks I'm just never really that worried about, even though I got hit. Like, I'm just kind of like, whatever. He got me out of there. That's the kind of stuff I'm worried about. That little claw grab he can do. If your timing on Thunder Kick is bad, he can actually anti-air you out of that. I wasn't surprised he had invincibility there. That was weird. Anyway. Gonna lose his legs now. He's gonna try to approach us by stomping. I'm just not gonna have it. Over here. He always starts up a slot attack there, and that gives us plenty of time to be able to do what we need to do here. Also beats out another stomp. Have better timing on those than I do on once he starts to fight that. Love the boss theme too. I don't want to talk about how much I love that enough, I don't think. Killed him with tornado, good times. Take all this stuff. And we got the hat. Also, Lyra, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Roger getting his chow on. Alright, we're good. On to Texas. So the guy on the left, with proper spacing, we can actually despawn. And we got there. I was a little early on that, though. One step forward, two steps back. We're fine, though. Thunder Kick does a lot of mistakes. That's... Those actually do a little bit of damage, so I'm trying to avoid that. This room's kind of funny. We got these burgers that are gonna chase us. They're actually enemies until we hit them once. As long as they have active eyes, we can be hit out of basically anything. They're also health up. But we still want to kill them as quickly as we can, because as long as they're actual enemies, they do a lot of damage if they collide into you. So the sooner we can turn them into mincemeat, the better off we are. Same to you. Oh, the Splatterhouse room. Shout out to that awesome game. Those haven't played it. There's a boss in Splatterhouse. I can't remember if it's the first or second boss that essentially behaves exactly like this room is. Just random objects everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna try and strike this guy out of the air. Yeah, missed it. I had it and I didn't stick with it. Should have committed and I didn't. Okay, there we go. We really need the raise to be able to lock onto him so we can keep him in hit stun for him to get hit by that. That. Another one of these guys. strat, same as before. Do a grab setup. Thunder kick. That'll take him out. Okay, this room's a little finicky. I refer to it as the Thunder Kick Killer for a reason. As you can see there, I initiated one and it spun me around the room and I got actual nothing out of it. Ladies drop some health. Don't really need that. But I got rid of the non-one-hit KO enemies pretty quickly, so that's cool. This guy. Some health while I'm at it. I'd rather be on this side for this. These candelabras can be pretty mean. See what I mean? Press my case. So here, what I'm gonna try and do is keep the burger active for as long as I can. We got a boss coming up right after this, and it's the hardest boss in the game, so I'd rather have a health up just as a crutch. Hopefully I don't despawn it again like I did last time. Burger, please. Thank you. Okay, Ghost Buffalo. This guy sucks. He can do a lot of things. He has a teleport, as you just exhibited and demonstrated. He can actually hit me behind that wall, so I should really get away from that. That was rude. I don't know if I've seen an attack. Kind of just spun around and it acted as a grab. There's a few different phases of this fight, similar to what we have with defending slot. First phase, we can essentially hit him with just about anything. Thunder kick's good, string's good. Second phase is a little bit more wonky. I think this is once referred by someone as the fridge phase. This is where his refrigerator body becomes a lot more active and a lot more degenerate. I'm gonna go ahead and get this now. He can throw it out as both an anti-air and as an offensive weapon. See, just knocked me out of Thunder Kick completely. I put that to the test and I definitely failed. I feel like that should have hit, but okay. Wow, he's doing things. Also, he always has access to that jumping stomp, and that's honestly the move I have the most trouble with. Countered that, okay. He's doing things. Another good strat is to try to get him to jump into Thunder Kick range, which I'm trying to do now. I was a little late that time. That's honestly fine. Better avoid the swords. Still couldn't. Really should just be not letting that happen. Like, I can dodge this all day, but he's just stalling for time for the most part. Didn't jump, okay. Color me surprised. Yeah, I didn't get out of range in time. Still can try to play safe. I thought he was gonna jump. Guess wrong. As long as I can avoid the stabs, I can just walk up and hit him. Like so. It's honestly the easiest phase, but I was trying to get a little bit too cute with it. Still, Deathless Ghost Buffalo fight is not something I'm ever gonna take for granted. That boss fight sucks. A lot of it always tends to seem like he has counters for everything you can do, and it really just comes down to whether or not he chooses to use them. Alright, stage 5. We saw some of these guys in stage 2, but they all got run over by a car, so they really weren't that consequential. Get that guy out. These guys actually do have some really strong attacks, particularly that drill. There, they get joined by the squids. Natch. This stage needed more hard enemies. That's unfortunate. Forgot about that freeze ray attack. That attack is really strong. I was just trying to get away from that. They still anti-aired me. Nice assist call. Alright, so this is not great. If I can walk up and whack him to death. Not so much. Gonna give me a grab setup, so I'm happy about that. New enemy here. These guys really aren't that terrible. They can never deal with you going airborne. As long as you're raining down Thunder Kick, you're not gonna have any issues with them. Happy to do that though, since that got me a health up. Minor as it may be. Take this with me. Throw it at that guy. These are the submarine enemies that really give me some difficulty. Not only do they have this, like, electric static field attack they can charge you with, but they also have this, I don't really know how to describe it. It's almost like they just use the top of their head to act like a cuckoo clock. Creates this really strong hitbox. I try to avoid at all costs. I don't know about that not hitting, but thankfully he's killing himself. These guys sometimes will just keep bouncing into the flames and commit suicide, as you just demonstrated there. I played like shit and they rewarded me for it, so good times. Kaboom! So the factory's 4 floors tall, last floor being the boss. Wow. Nice invincible wake-up option there. Those guys out. I guess started going towards the corner. I couldn't get a stun lock on him, but I wanted to see if I could get damage. It succeeded somewhat. It kept him off me, which is good enough, I think. That was unfortunate. I'm trying to get a dash there, but okay. I will definitely take damage there. Okay. I think that's to the second floor. Okay, cool. Now we can heal a little bit. I'm gonna actually ignore these guys until I've healed up. That last room was not my best. Piercing. Really useful piece of business there. We're gonna do it again. These guys are a little bit less prone to that. And their melee is significantly better despite the fact they use the exact same sprite. Nice throw set up there. That was weird. You got a bizarre looking anti-air out of that. Go ahead and spin this now. Yeah, sometimes they drop items, and that's the worst luck. What's that? Oh, I was hoping to be prone. I don't think they'd let you take items next floor. Yeah, I didn't think so. Now we get to really heal. Break this open. We'll let the burger stick around for a little bit. Not too long, though. There's so many enemies in this room, Thunder Kick just really overperforms. Just gonna be using it the whole time. This dude definitely doesn't know when to say die, though. We get the burger just cuz. No! Okay. We're still full health anyway. Still don't know how this guy is not a Mega Man X boss. Mechanical Gator has some attacks that do a lot of damage, which is the big fear of the fight. Thankfully, our best attacks are insanely good against him, particularly Thunder Kick. Because I can OTG him, and it's just ridiculous against him while he's standing. See, even though I didn't get like the full hit and he was able to taunt out of it, still got all the damage we needed. Once the tail becomes a hitbox, it does become a slightly different fight, but all you have to do is just make sure you take that out as well. Yeah, I forget it is the spin is invincible. That dash punch does really good damage. I was able to avoid that. Tend to want to OTG him with this because... Oh, okay, that was interesting. I think I've seen that often. Nice setup. Love the purse, too. Cute touch. We got our shoes. All right, all we got left is the statue, but first, a bonus game. Do you think this one's a little bit easier than the previous one? There was actually a time when I wasn't playing these correctly because I was trying to mash both buttons, but it turns out you only need to mash the attack button. So I tend to just use double finger tapping on that. Really useful. Okay, for Chicago, interesting stage. Mainly because the only enemies we have to fight are enemies we don't see in any other stage. So anything previous in the game doesn't prepare us for this, technically. That was unfortunate. Missed Thunder Kick input, got bodied. long as we can correctly perform this move, Thunder Kick's gonna carry us. It's amazing in this stage. Even with all the tools that these gangsters have available to them, like the spread shot and the anti-air grab, like that guy just tried to do. Still just good enough to make sure we can get away with a lot of things we probably shouldn't be. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot these clap traps here. Enemies we have seen before. Dodge that. So the fact I went with a gangster motif for Chicago. That was weird. There was a lot of stuff there I didn't want to have happen the way it happened. That grab they do is actually really strong, so if I'm grounded, I'm going to do everything I can to avoid that. They can grab you out of Thunder Kick, but it does require them to have better spacing in what they're utilizing. Milk. I also love this bit here. They just knock the dynamite to each other and they just off themselves. It's pretty great. More Thunder Kick, more things explode. Wanted to go left there, but the enemies just weren't there to compensate for it. Interesting. It is indeed rough, I agree with you. More segments. Probably should have done OTG there. Yeah, definitely should have. Come here, you. Where are you going? Besides not getting hit. Would have preferred to have full health here, but makeshift villain's not too bad of a boss. Excellent design, though. One of my favorite looking bosses in the entire game. Thunder Kick rules the day. This guy does have goons that he can summon to help him out, though. One of the only bosses that actually does that. I think it's just him and the one of the refights, actually. He get anti-aired a couple times, so you should probably be careful about that. But the less hits there. So what he can do is he can summon those blades out of his jacket to use as an anti-air. That doesn't count. That wasn't even an anti-air. Just did it grounded. Mistimed it. The shotgun does do a pretty good amount of damage, but as long as we're airborne, we can avoid it. I don't know about that game. Yeah, that's fine. That's on me. Mistime that. Should do it, or not. Alright, fine. I got greedy. Whatever. That's all I had to do to finish him off. This was never close enough to be able to actually do it. I was surprised none of the wine barrels got busted. Okay, so now that we've assembled all of the items to return back to the Hall of Fame, turns out we were missing one of them. Who had it all along but the commissioner of baseball himself? Who suddenly commits anime betrayal because it was him all along. So back to New York we go to put a stop to his nefarious plans. AKA Big Apple 3 AM Part 2. Effectively, all this stage does is it just throws everything you've already seen at you all at once. There's nothing really new to see here outside of the final boss. It's just everything you've experienced just in great multitude. But that's good for us because that means Thunder Kick is going to shine. What the heck? Yeah, that's 2 dropped inputs in a row. That happens. Only downside of Thunder Kick, it's so good that it becomes vitally important. It means you can't miss inputs on it, and it's not a hard move to do, but it's an easy move to drop on occasion. Bust them out. Thanks for the infinite, idiot. I wanted the pink, but okay. Worst option, cool. Don't need any of those items. Essentially what pink can do is, I think we've seen all three options this game, but they can do damage with these energy rays that they summon, which is the best option because it essentially one-shots any enemy that's on the screen that's not a boss. Can also summon health items, which do come in handy, even though I'd always rather have damage. But if it summons throwing items like plates and balls, like, yeah, it's not so great. There. Good setup. Going for a ground setup and didn't get it because he was already dead. Big oops. Whoa. We're talking top 10 baseball betrayals. Let's be honest, that doesn't even crack the top 10. Oh, get off me. So here, healing is actually decent. I also shouldn't have snagged that right away because I forgot this is the start of the elevator. Because to beat him up and you have to have an elevator. A little bit of spin action there. Always good to get that off a wall bounce. Bring me more enemies so that I may strike them down. Move is really good. Okay. I guess that's on me, but I thought I had the spacing for that. Get some crowd control. Not quite sure how it works, but I want to say that doing ground hits on squids might disintegrate some of their iframes on their wake up, which is useful if true. So here we have a slightly stronger variation of an enemy we've seen a couple times to start our boss rush. Past the first knockdown, I'm just going to do as many thunder kicks as I can. This guy actually gains one more attack that I really don't want to see. Also taking thunder kicks like a champ. Yeah, that's the one I don't want to see. Reopens the stitches on his body and summons some of these flame jets out of him. Pretty rough. Okay, so for our second refight, we have Windy playing, who's only a little bit tougher this time because he's able to summon goons to be able to help him. Yeah. Sure. That's actually okay because I'm anticipating this fight going kind of long and I don't mind taking a death. I don't want to take more than one. But the big reason being is because of the timer. You can see we're only got about 30-something seconds left. In-game seconds, sure, but the last boss fight without using speed strats takes quite a long time, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and take the death there so I can reset the clock. There we go. I don't love having to do that, but the strat I use on the boss is the only one I know, and if I lose it because of the timer, then I might lose the run. I've seen him do as many as 7 of those in a row. It's pretty silly. Dude. Just gonna play it super lame and super simple here because I don't have to do anything different. Alright, that'll take us to our boss. It's the King Babe. It's gonna take form of the statue. And I'm just gonna do this. Walk up to him a bunch of times. Punch him in the kidney. Just pretending if it's a scripted pro wrestling match. I assure you there are faster strats to do here, but they're kind of hard, and I only know of one person that can do them consistently. Thanks to other arcade runners such as the amazing Dumplechan, we were able to lock onto this strat as well. It was honestly the big gate for me finally being able to get this clear. It does take a while, but as long as you hold left, then go hits, he can't get out of this. Little bit degenerate. Just remember to go back to neutral after you grabbed him, otherwise you'll knock him away. Not want him falling until he's dead. Dun, dun, dun. One more should do it. Down with the thunder. Some snacks. Scoop him up just cuz. That's the game. Still love this ending. So we reassembled the babe. And the commissioner's pleading innocence. And our squad is not having it. He's going to the moon. I love that this is one of those stories that's actually willing to let the villain not get away. Big fan of that. Okay, good stuff. All right, everyone, thanks for the GGs. We appreciate some arcade action. Up next, we're gonna have Too Good playing one of his favorite NES games, Kabuki Quantum Fighter. I'll be back tomorrow with some more arcade action, racing against Anthole in the arcade version of Renegade. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your marathon, and I'll see you in chat. Take care.